Hello my dear students, welcome back to my class Easy Maths by Sukumar. We are going to solve some problems in exercise 8.2 for AP board students. The same questions are also in CBSE textbook, right? A flagpole of 4 meters tall casts a 6 meters shadow. 4 meters flagpole casts 6 meters shadow. At the same time, a nearby building casts a shadow of 24 meters. This is 24 meters. Here it forms two right angle triangles. Here this ABC is one triangle, DEF is another triangle. Here this AB is height of the flagpole. AB is equal to height of the flagpole. So this is equal to 4 meters. This AB is equal to 4 meters. Here the length of the shadow of this flagpole that is equal to BC, that is 6 meters. So coming to this triangle, here only the length of the shadow of the building is given. Length of the shadow of a building. What is the length of the shadow of a building here? This EF is equal to 24 meters. See, both the triangles I can say they are similar to each other. Why? Here this is right angle, and angle A and angle D are equal. At the same time, both the vertical angles, at the same instance, both the vertical angles are equal. That means in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, angle A is equal to angle D and angle B is equal to angle E. This is 90 degrees. Therefore, the two triangles according to AA similarity, triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF according to AA similarity theorem. Therefore, if two triangles are similar, then the corresponding sides are proportional. That means AB by DE is equal to BC by EF. Okay, let us substitute now. What is AB? 4 by DE is equal to this 6 by 24. So this is implies, look here, by cross multiplication, DE into 6, that means 6 DE is equal to 4 times 24. 4 times 24, this 6 DE is equal to, okay. Now we want DE, that means the height of the building. What is DE? When this 6 transposed to other side, it becomes by 6. Now 6 in 24 here, 4 times. So this DE is equal to 4 into 4 is 16. Therefore, the height of the building is equal to 16 meters. 16 meters. Coming to the 8th question in exercise 8.2, CD and GH are respectively the bisectors of angle ACB and angle EGF such that D and H lie on sides AB and FE of triangle ABC and triangle FEG respectively. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle FEG, okay, let us draw the two triangles triangle ABC and triangle FEG. these two triangles are similar. Okay. Here what is given? CD and GH. CD and GH are respectively the bisectors of angle ACB. So this is CD and this is GH are respectively the bisectors of angle ACB and angle EGF, ACB and EGF. Okay, FEG, right. What next? D and H lie on sides AB and FE. This D and H lies on this AB and FE respectively. Okay. Of triangle ABC and triangle FEG respectively. So here the two triangles are similar. Okay. See my dear students, here in this triangle ABC and FEG, this CD and GH are the bisectors. The angular bisectors of angles ACB and FGE respectively. These are the angular bisectors. That means it divides this angle into two congruent angles. These two angles are equal. These two angles are equal. Divide this angular bisector into two congruent angles. Okay. Now we have to prove that CD by GH is equal to AC by FG. So first we will write what is given here. What is given here? First, triangle ABC and triangle FEG are similar to each other. What next? This CD and GH are the bisectors of angle ACB and angle FGE. These two are the bisectors of angle ACB and angle FGE. Okay, good. And of course, this D and H are the points on AB and FE of triangle ABC and triangle FEG. So this is given, my dear students. What is to be proved here? To prove, right, the first one is CD by GH is equal to AC by FG. That means CD by GH is equal to AC by FG. So to prove this first statement, it is enough to prove that triangle ACD and triangle FGH are similar to each other. Triangle ACD and triangle FGH are similar to each other. Okay. Since first we will take that, coming to the proof. Right. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle FEG. This is the first point. This is given, since it is given in the statement. And what next here? Here this angle C is equal to angle G. Why angle C and angle G are equal here? They are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal. Since these two triangles are similar, therefore angle C and angle G are also equal. They are corresponding angles. Okay. Now what we do here is just make it off both sides. Angle C by 2 is equal to angle G by 2. So what is C by 2? Since the CD is the bisector, that means angle ACD should be equal to angle FGH. Angle ACD is equal to angle FGH. The reason is angle C is equal to angle G. That is the first point. But CD and GH are the bisectors. Bisectors means what? As I told you, it divides this angle into two equal parts. So this bisector divides this angle into two equal parts. This bisector divides this angle into two equal parts. That means these two angles are equal, these two angles are equal. So their halves are also equal to these two. That means angle ACD is equal to angle FGH. That is first point. Okay. equation 1. What next, my dear students? Simply I can write angle A is equal to, here I made mistake. Here I made mistake. This is angle ACD. Angle ACD is equal to angle FGH. Okay. In the next step, I write angle A and angle F are equal. They are corresponding angles. Angle A is equal to angle F. This is equation 2, since corresponding angles. Therefore, in the two triangles ACD, in triangle ACD and triangle FGH, in triangle ACD and triangle FGH, the two triangles become similar. Why? Triangle ACD is similar to triangle FGH. Why? Angle similarity. From 1 and 2 in triangle ACD and triangle FGH, the two triangles are similar according to AA similarity. So okay. Now if the two triangles are similar, the corresponding sides are proportional. That means AC by FG is equal to CD by GH. Here CD by GH. Why? Corresponding sides are proportional. Okay. So here what we did here, triangle ABC and triangle FEG both are similar to each other here. Therefore, angle C and angle G are equal and angle A and angle F are also equal. But I have taken angle C is equal to angle Z. In angle C is equal to angle Z, I make it off. Angle C by 2 is equal to angle G by 2. That means angle ACD and angle FGH are equal. Angle ACD and angle FGH are equal. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So in triangle ACD and triangle FGH, they are similar to each other. Why? Because what? According to AA similarity, the two triangles are similar. Okay. Next, second one. To prove, what is to be proved here? The second step, triangle DCB. Triangle DCB is similar to triangle HGE. Look, DCB similar to triangle HGE. DCB similar to triangle HGE, right? That means this triangle and this triangle we should prove similar to each other, right? Here, same. Since triangle ABC is similar to triangle FEG, triangle ABC similar to triangle FEG, angle B is equal to angle these are corresponding angles. Similarly, angle C is equal to angle G, since corresponding angles. Okay, here I will make it off like previous sum. Angle C by 2 is equal to angle G by 2. This is implies angle C by 2 is angle DCB. Angle DCB is equal to angle G by 2 means angle HGE. Angle HGE. So angle DCB and angle HGE are equal. Why? The CD and GH are the bisectors. Therefore, angle DCB and angle HGE are equal. Therefore, this is equation number 3 and this is equation 4. So from 3 and 4, what do you write, my dear students? Triangle DCB is similar to triangle HGE. Triangle HGE according to what? AA similarity criterion. AA similarity. Okay, understand? Triangle DCB and triangle HGE both are similar to each other. The reason is angle B is equal to angle E and angle DCB and angle HGE are equal. Therefore, from these two equations, the two triangles are similar to each other. The last one is to prove, look here. What is the last one? Triangle DCA. We already proved this one. Triangle DCA is similar to triangle HGF. Triangle HGF. Okay. We already proved here. Okay. Again we will write. See my dear students, since triangle ABC is similar to triangle FEG, so what are the corresponding angles here? Angle A and angle F are equal and angle C is equal to angle G. These are corresponding angles. These corresponding angles are congruent. Right, angle A is equal to angle F and angle, this full angle, angle C and angle G are equal. Now again make it off here. Angle C by 2, angle Z by 2. Now what will come? Angle ACD is equal to angle FGH. Angle FGH. Why? Since CD and GH are the bisectors. Therefore, angle C and angle G are equal means their halves, means angle ACD and angle FGH are also equal. Therefore, this is equation number, we come up to 4 now. So, this is 5 and this is 6. From 5 and 6, from equation 5 and 6, what? Angle A is equal to angle F and angle ACD is equal to angle FGH. Therefore, the two triangles are similar, become similar according to AA similarity. Now, we will change the order. Here, triangle DCA. Now, we have to write triangle HGF. So, triangle DCA is similar to triangle HGF. This is according to AA similarity theorem. Hence, it is proved. The first proof and the third one are the same. Even the second one also similar process only. Okay. Please copy in your notebooks. Coming to this 9th question, AX and DY are altitudes of two similar triangles, ABC and DEF. That means here there are two similar triangles given. One is ABC and the other triangle is DEF. DEF, the two similar triangles, ABC and DEF. Here we have to prove that. First we will write what is given. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF and AX and DY are the altitudes of two similar triangles. These two are the altitudes. This is AX and this is DY. Altitudes means which is perpendicular to the base and also passing through the opposite vertex. Perpendicular to the base means makes an angle 90 degrees. This is perpendicular to the base and also passing through the opposite vertex. Okay, so here AX and DY are the altitudes of triangle ABC and triangle DEF respectively, are the two altitudes of two triangles. So what is to be proved here? To prove, right, AX by DY. AX is to DY means AX by DY. AX by DY. AX by DY is equal to AB by DE. AB by DE. Right. See my dear students, here in the proof, to prove this ax by dy is equal to AB by DE, it is enough to prove that triangle AXB and triangle DYE are similar to each other. It is enough to prove that triangle AXE and triangle DYE are similar to each other, right? Now, here since triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, triangle ABC is similar to triangle DF, I will take here angle B is equal to what? Angle E. Angle B is equal to angle E. And it's very simple here. This angle is what? 90 degrees. Here this angle is also 90 degrees. Why angle B and angle E are equal? I will write the reason here. Corresponding angles are equal. Why? Triangle ABC and triangle DF are similar. Therefore, angle B and angle E are equal. They are corresponding angles. Next, I will write angle AXB is equal to angle DYE. Angle DYE. This is equal to 90 degrees. Why they are 90 degrees? Since this AX and DY are the altitudes of triangle ABC and triangle DEF. That means we want only this angle. Angle AXB and angle DYE are 90 degrees. As I told you, altitude means which is perpendicular to the base and also passing through the opposite vertex, right? Therefore, we can say that triangle AXB is similar to triangle DYE. Why they are similar, students? Here in these two triangles, angle B is equal to angle E and angle AXB and angle DYE are equal. Therefore, according to AA similarity, since the two angles here and two angles in the second triangle are equal, the two triangles are similar according to AA similarity criterion, right? Whenever the two triangles are similar, then AX by, that means corresponding sides are proportional. AX by DY is equal to what next? AX by DY. AX by DY is equal to AB by DE. AB by DE. Why? Corresponding sides are proportional. Corresponding sides are proportional. Therefore, we can write this fraction as AX is to DY is equal to AB is to DE. Hence it is proved. Hence it is proved. It's very simple, no, my dear students. It's very simple. Why? It is enough to prove that triangle AXB and DYE are similar to each other. See, my dear students, in the next class, in the next coming video, I am going to teach you some constructions in the exercise 8.2 and exercise 8.2. I left one construction, just I have explained on the whiteboard, but practically I am showing on the piece of paper using this compass box. So those constructions are very important. Please don't miss that class. For both CBSE and AP students, I am going to teach you constructions in the next class. Thank you very much.